twice because the North Koreans come down, they just stomp the South, and the Americans just barely hang on. But then you hold on at the end, and then you push them all the way up on the Chinese border, and then the Chinese get involved, and they push you all the way back, and it's this lovely seesaw action.
Yeah.
It's like nobody's always the attacker. You know what I mean? So you have that seesaw action, which I think makes for a great gameplay. Like, the Normandy games are fun, but somebody's getting their ass kicked the whole time. You know what I mean? And that, or even on the Eastern Front, like Russian stuff. Like, I know Michael likes the ESS stuff, and I like it as well. But you got to enjoy getting your ass kicked.
Yeah,
otherwise you're
long
gonna have a
enough
bad time.
for you to wait for the reinforcements to come, or
Right.
for
And
the
in that
tables to
system,
turn.
you don't ever get to that point. It's always Germans kicking Russian butt.
Oh,
There's
so you just have
there's
to be
no
a
turn
glutton
the
for
table.
punishment.
I don't know. That's something Michael and I would love to play at some point. Is that system?
Well,
where the
there's
Russians have the
on
advantage.
YouTube. Gosh, it started back in, I think, July of last year. Indy Nidell, who did the Great War series and the Second World War in real time, he's got a Korean War in real time history channel going on YouTube, and it's great because I've learned so much about the Korean War that I did not know.
Well, I'd love if you sent a link for that on here somewhere.
I'll do that. I'll send that out to you because
Come
I
on,
think
Mitch. I sent you that last year when they started it. You're killing me.
Well, but I'm hearing it better for the first time. You know what I mean? I'm kind of dense. I'm sorry.
There you go. There you go. Well, here's what I'll do.
I sent you a text and say you want to get online, and I fall asleep.
There you
So that's the guy you're talking about.
I'm an archer, so I'll tie a note with the URL onto an arrow. I'll aim it at a 45-degree angle, and I will fire it, and then you'll find it sticking out of your front door when you go to step out, and you'll go, "Oh, this is the note from Eric." So
that's awesome. See,
yeah.
I've still got tabs open from Tempe, Michael, just to be clear, that are things I need to finish that you've suggested. So I haven't forgotten about you.
Well, what are you guys playing at Tempe?
Oh, I mean, last year at Tempe, he had suggested I check out some series and some things that I had not, and they're still on my list of things to do. And so one of them is called The World at War.
Oh, yeah. That's a classic.
And so I've not actually seen that, and I did, we did watch the sort of opening episode where they talk about that French village where all that nastiness went down. That just put things in perspective in a nice way.
Yep. Cool. All right. Well, we are here at beautiful Borodino. And the weather here in Southern California is not unlike what it was there. It's been rather hot. We had a little bit of mugginess earlier in the day. So I guess we can start pulling some chits, unless anyone has any questions or comments.
Oh, I got one thing. I've got that horse unit out in the middle that we didn't regroup or whatever.
There is not a horse unit out in the middle. It got regrouped last time. Yeah.
So whatever. Mitch, that was the file.
I must have had the wrong file.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we wrap up the fire segment?
We did the artillery phase. Yeah, we finished that up last turn.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, or last
we did
last
finish
session.
That? Okay.
Yeah. So now we can just start grabbing stuff. Hey, it's the regroup phase, as if life weren't complicated enough. We've got lots of regrouping to do. So
let me look.
That's not supposed to be drawn at this time.
Well, if you're planning on kedging, it kind of came out of order, if that's what you're thinking to do.
You could move it down to 23 or 24 down there.
There we go. Well, I know that, Rick, you've got a lot of guys that are slogging through the forest there.
Down. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Why does this guy have a charge marker on him?
Where?
Back here.
Oh, because he
That's
had.
one of
That's
my
one
guys.
of. Yeah, we should take the charge marker off. No, did he charge?
We
at
leave
the
them on
beginning
because
of
we
the
want to make
turn?
sure they don't.
Yeah, no,
We
yeah,
leave
he
them there so we
charged.
don't.
He charged in the first. He was one of the first moves to get pulled.
Oh, he's already moved. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Got it.
And so he's not eligible for recovery.
Yeah.
Right on. I can still regroup even though they're disordered, right? They just move half.
Yeah, they just move half. Yeah.
I still have to roll to limber, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for a cavalry guy. 5.
That's probably good enough. Let me check.
Close.
French.
I like Control Z on him, if I remember correctly.
Oh, Control
French
Z.
line 1 through 5. Horse guns.
Okay. Oh, they were already limbered. Sorry. Teasing myself 1, 2.
They're extra limbered now.
Exactly. Henry, Jesus. I finally killed that cowboy out there. Thank you. Where is Saint Germain?
Saint Germain.
Oh, he's down there.
He's stacked
Okay.
with Latour Malberg, yeah.
And if he's tired, I move him at all. I don't gain back.
Well, if you move him more than half.
More than half.
Yeah.
So he's disordered. So then it's
disordered.
halved and then halved again.
So you can basically move him, I think, probably just that 1 hex into the brush.
So if you move half, you can recover, or less than half, you can recover half of your fatigue. If you move it more than half, you don't recover any, as I understand.
Yeah. So what do you do if you're
But
disordered?
if you move them a little
tired,
bit,
right?
you can only recover 1 level.
Yeah.
Right, or, you know.
These other guys are exhausted.
Right. So they're thirded.
That's great.
Yeah. So they can really just kind of go. I don't know if you round up or round down.
I'll just
kind of move them 1 hex as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Mitch, since we're regrouping, if you look next to the commander Toll.
Yes.
And next to the commander Gabby, who's to the upper left of Toll. You have one of Borodin's horse artillery batteries that's out of command and can now regroup towards Borodin.
Oh, is it the gray pants ones here?
It's a 2-8 with gray, yeah.
Okay.
And they can move through the red infantry to their east because it's no longer overstacked.
Okay, and so generally, where are we headed? I want to get them back in command, right?
You have to move straight towards the leader, Borozdin. You could end up somewhere around like the word Ognik or something.
Yeah.
What type of slope is that? That's a normal slope.
So it's like 1, right?
He can't go there. It's overstack.
Okay, so it's
You have
That's
to
what,
go through
5?
the red infantry.
Is that
was
5?
3.
3. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that okay?
I mean, now it's up to you, right? I just wanted to be sure you didn't forget the guy.
Oh, I had completely. So yeah, but I'm just saying, hey, do we want to leave that lane open, or I could go, I could go up here instead, or something.
Of course, you want to leave the lane open, and no, you can't go up if it's away from the leader, right? You got it.
Oh,
So you always leave the lanes open.
I'll just stop 1 hex short then.
That's always better to stop short and leave the lane.
There we go. We're just that's thank you. Super.
Hey Rick, by chance, does that those cuirassiers that you from Saint Germain that are last in that line, do they have enough movement points to move into that brush?
Nope.
No. I can either leave them where they're at or move them there. So they can stay there or move back. What do you want?
Where you move them to is probably going to be best. Well, either way, it's still not a good spot. So
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you though. I mean, I can also, no, I can't move them there. Never mind. Yeah, no. I could move them forward 1, but that's just asking for it.
No, shoot.
I'll put them wherever you think is best. They can move 1 hex.
Oh, you can't put them like over here in front of these Russians.
Eric.
I've tried
Very
that.
helpful.
I've tried that. Do you see all these black markers down here in the south?
Eric,
Yes.
could you do me a small favor? Could
Sure.
you consider regrouping that guy?
I could, but he can only really move into that hex there,
I see.
right? Because his leader's over here, and you're here,
But he
and
could go-
you're here. Yeah, so
But he can get into command. So, I see. He'd be in command in that moment.
Yeah.
see.
But I mean, I can't move over the top of your, right? I can't move over the top of your
It's the way
cavalry,
it works.
right?
Yeah.
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 So I can either move here or stay where I'm at. So you tell me what you want me to do.
Just stay where you are. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah. We'll get him out of there sometime. Yeah. If I put an ADC on him, can I move him then?
No, because he's not part of your core.
Okay, so even if I slap an ADC on him, even like a core level ADC guy, I can't.
Right. Well, and the problem is that his divisional commander does not have a move. So
Oh no, I was just thinking about ways I could have. I was just trying to be creative about what we might be able to do to get him under wraps. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Rick, you got a artillery unit at the southern edge of the board on the road coming in.
Maybe moving the 1 hex forward so he is actually in command for next turn.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I will do that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, let's just roll with that. You just move him 1 hex. Yeah, that way he's in command.
Let's look. Moves half.
Okay.
Yeah, super. Yeah, that just moves us 1 step closer to that all happening.
Sure. No worries.
And so because of that, I'm just going to reface that guy a little bit so he's facing.
Well, is he in?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I mean he's got a move on him, right?
But he wasn't in command. Now he's in command though. Now he's in command.
Yeah, because he was in command anyway because Doktorov is his.
Oh, you're right.
Right.
I wasn't tracing through the hex.
You weren't tracing through me. You were in the hex. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a subtle difference.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So, Did you want me to move him there, or did you want me to move him somewhere else?
No, keep it in that more
Thanks,
advanced.
Eric. That was awesome. That's super helpful.
I don't know how
It'll
awesome
get
it
them out of
was,
there
but
faster in the long
Well,
run.
it really frees things up for me a lot. So thank you.
okay.
David, what about this unit? Pajol?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what?
He was just kind of killing my command, you know. It's like, oh, I can't run through there. It's like, oh, yuck.
Yeah, I can. Let's see. I don't think he.
Oh, should I be catching any of that artillery up north, Brian?
Nope, he didn't limber. I can
Yeah.
move him.
Okay, this is always tricky. Let's see. So let's see who's got. Maybe you can help me walk through. At least we can figure out who's got command. This first one here I've got is Lavrov. Is that still true?
That guy really should be a slow hand. 2, 4. It's fine because he's within range of the core commander.
Oh, he is. Okay. And so no need to catch him now.
That's right. And the guy next to him that says 7th Corps, that was like
Yeah.
from hours ago. He should be under Lavrov as well, right?
Okay. Good. All right, I've got that. So he's in command as well. All right. So this one, same. That was not loaded
Lavrov.
yet.
Take off the Rosen. Rosen moved away. That's Lavrov.
Yeah. Done that.
The next one that says 7th Corps is also Lavrov.
Thank you. And those are just directly under his command.
Yeah. And then there is one that you can't put under Lavrov, and that's the other horse battery.
This one?
Yeah. It belongs to Borozdin because it belongs to the Cav division, and it's out of command, so it should catch a hex or 2 or 3
Okay.
or same sort of story.
Yeah. Let's get that down here.
I have a question.
It doesn't have to go very far, but it can only go towards Borozdin.
When you're routing,
Okay.
can you change the stacking order at any point?
Yes.
When would I do that?
Anytime when they're moving.
Okay.
Rick, the only time you couldn't is if there's a routed unit that's already stopped dead in a hex and a new guy comes in, the new entering unit has to go on the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's for me, I have a unit that's basically dead. That's on the top. So I kind of want to move that lower.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, okay, so technically speaking, this guy is in Lavrov's command, right?
Who's that?
This 2/6 guy got into the back.
It's within range of Lavrov.
Oh, it is. He's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he'll be able to move when the Lavrov
Right.
the 3
And
check pulls.
that's because that is a independent reserve battery.
That he can command directly at his 6
He can
hex
be
range.
assigned to the core level or to a division level.
Okay.
And it just makes sense to assign them all to the core level for now.
Exactly. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure that I've got them set up so that they're moving when that jet's pulled, and if I don't, then I've moved them in a regroup fashion.
That's right.
Okay. Thanks for letting me.
So that second horse artillery battery can't belong to Lavrov because it's allocated. It just natively belongs to Borozdin, right? Which you moved, right? So.
Yep. As best I could. I got one of them in command, so that's good.
Good stuff.
I'm going to make a cup of coffee, so if I step away and you need me, I'll be in just a second.
Cool. How's everybody else doing on their wild and wacky regroups?
I'm pretty much done.
Okay.
I believe
Yeah.
I'm done too.
Eric, what was the one you and Mitch were discussing and you moved?
It was a infantry unit that was here that moved there.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, because their
Mm.
leader is here and he was out of
yeah,
command.
that's huge.
Yeah,
That's huge.
it's
What are
pivotal.
we gonna do about that?
It is pivotal.
Well,
You-
the interesting part is he's still out of command, right?
Nope, he's
Oh,
in command now
no, he's not.
because he
He's
can
in
trace
command.
through
Yeah,
his
yeah,
colleague.
yeah. Yeah.
If he'd stayed where he was, he would have stayed out of command. So I'll put a little OOC on it here, so at least we know. Not that I can move him this turn anyway, but know that he's already moved. He's already done his thing. So
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah,
move
those edges are those edges where the different cores meet are tricky to maintain a proper order.
yes, in a word. In
No,
two words.
no wonder they attack at those weak seams.
Yep.
All I can say is we have more black chits than you do. That makes me sad.
Oh, well, in Vegas, that's a good thing, right? Those black chips, those are big $100 chips. We got green ones. Though. What are those worth? $5? I don't know.
If only.
Yeah.
If
Blues
only.
are worth 10. I mean, so come on. You want to get more. You want to get more. Collect the whole set.
Stack it to the top.
All right.
So we done?
Anybody
Anybody else reorging?
I think I'm as reorged as I can get. So, okay.
Wait, are you done, David?
I'm done, but Michael,
Yeah.
this guy here,
Oh, that's mine. Oh, yeah, I didn't even see him.
and I've
Thank
got
you.
one over here. Where's his? No, okay, he's not. This guy's not out.
2, 3, 5, and 7. Here's Oaks. You go right there then. Okay. Ooh. No. He's got to go there in order to be in command.
Yes. Yeah, because this guy is
He's a blocker.
with a different core. Yeah.
Yeah. I have the dirty pants.
Yeah, I don't even know where his commander is. That's what, the 25th Division?
Is he a long ways from home?
The Germans
everybody
are.
in this
Everybody's a long
battlefield
way
is a
from
long
home,
way
except
from
the,
home.
Is he
except for the
is he longing
Russians.
for the smooth shores of Alsace or something like that? And still, he's got the Russian winter ahead. Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no chicken Kiev for you.
Nope, it's chicken Barango. That's what everyone's angling for.
It's hard tack, man. That's all you're getting. Morale is running low. Those
All right.
Cossacks have been plaguing you the whole day.
All right.
Okay, let's go grab some more stuff if everyone's done regrouping. Whoops.
The Cossacks aren't harassing me. What
All
broke my morale was the
right.
militia in the swamp.
It is Russian number 2. That's my guy, I think. Russian number 14. That's one of my guys as well. Let's see. And then it's the leader phase. You guys want to move some leaders around? I guess Michael Michael and who else? Rick. I've got stuff happening. So 2, that is the 3rd Division.
Should we move Barclay at this point?
Yes, he should move to
Want to
the
go to
blue.
separate room, Eric?
Move to the
Yeah,
blue
we can do
stream
that.
to
Let's
his
go down
northeast.
to room 1.
Is that far enough, or
good.
you want
See
to
you
go
there.
further?
Yep, see you there too,
One
Rick.
more.
Rick's already there. Okay. Boop, boop. Okay. All right, this guy is going to move there. 1, 2. This guy can move right there like that. 1, 2. That guy's going to go there. Or actually, we'll put him. So we'll go 1, 2. We'll put him there. This guy we'll put there. This guy will just retract back into a single hex. 1, 2, 3. This guy's going to move back a hex.
All right, 5-7. The first guy you moved into the brush and around?
Yeah, he moved. He would have gone here, right? So he was here, he would have gone, or he would have gone here,
the
here,
brush.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. And then this guy was here. You're exerting a zone. So it cost him 4 to move into that hex because you're, oh, no, those. Oh, it cost him something to move into that hex with the tail part of his stuff.
Yeah.
So, but he had enough movement. He only moved 1 hex.
Yeah,
So
you're fine.
I got to give Michael something to shoot at. So,
Yeah.
all right. And then I will move my intrepid leader here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We got almost everybody in command except one poor guy, but oh well, that's how the cookie crumbles. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now, number 14, that is my Cossacks over here. So first things first, this guy's going to go into skirmish mode. So that's going to be 3. And then he's going to move 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and park himself right there like that. And then what do we do with the rest of the guys? This guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll park him right over here. And then this guy can go into skirmish mode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put him over here in skirmish. Let's just turn him slightly. Bingo. Oh, I took both units. I only meant to take 1. Okay, so those guys are going to stay. Where were they? I think they were back here. Yeah. All right. Flip them so we know. All right. And let's take the move marker off since they did not move. All right, and then this guy's got to go like that. Okay. And where do we put our brilliant leader? Yep, that's as good a spot as any, I guess. And cool, that's it. That's all the excitement over there.
Wow.
So now we can do
I
leader
was expecting
movement.
a lot more out of you, Eric.
Well, I gotta, it's just a little bit at a time. There's only so much I can do with my magical Cossacks. So they are the drones of the 19th century, early 19th century. All right.
Now,
so now it's
since we
leader
have a
movement
moment,
phase. Sure.
Since we have a moment, so the out of command skirmishers in the marsh, these guys right here, because they're in the zone of control of my cav, They do not get to flee.
Yep. So if you
Correct.
if you move adjacent to them with your infantry, I cannot do the reaction move thing.
Sure.
Yeah. And
Okay.
that guy does not generate the slowing effect of the infantry. Now, this guy does, but this guy
Yeah.
doesn't. So you
Sure.
can move into that hex without any trouble. If you move into
Yeah.
that hex, you're paying an extra 2. If you're moving there, you're paying an extra 3, kind of a thing.
So, generally speaking, from a rule standpoint, and I know that this is somewhat system agnostic, 5th edition versus regs,
Right.
but in a scenario like that, tactically speaking, is it more beneficial for infantry to assault a guy, those skirmishers, or to engage simply in fire combat?
So if you assault me, I can retreat before combat. So what you want to do is you kind of got me pinned there, and
So I
then
want to fire.
you fire at me until you
Got
get
it.
me to disorder, and then you keep firing at me until I rout.
Sure.
But yeah, so that would be how you would do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but otherwise, if you assault them, then they can run away, and you would be doing me a favor.
I'll be honest with you. I got to get past this mental block of like assault always trumps any type of fire combat. I got this mental like I got to wrap my hands around that. That most of the time you want to just sit there and fight. You do volley fire instead,
Well,
right?
particularly with this rule set, as we've this is my first time really doing a lot with regs. It looks like you're going to be firing for a while and kind of wearing the other guy down or getting him to disorder. And then once he disorders, then you would attack him with an assault. That's different than Premier and 3rd edition and 5th edition, where assaulting is actually, not such a bad thing to do. You just kind of roll right up next to the guy. The defender has to make a morale check first. If they fail, then they bug out, and you as the attacker can take the hex.
Yeah.
But with this one, I mean, as you saw what happened with the assaults that happened there around Semenyoyskoy in the last turn, I mean, David did a big attack. He got one of my guys to surrender because he failed his roll to stand. So then he was only half and blah, blah, blah. And then we had the other one where Dave threw more stuff in, I threw more stuff in, and then his guys ended up surrendering. So, I mean, you can have this thing where it looks like you've got great odds, and then suddenly it all goes to hell in a handbasket when you fail your morale check with the roll to close. And now suddenly what looked like it was going to be a sure thing is now there's a good chance you're going to lose or you're going to run away. And you saw that with your charge. You come up and you get shot in the face. You take 1 or 2 hits, and now you've got this big -6 or -12 on your roll. And I mean, that could basically make it impossible for you to get anything, kind of thing. So that's why really this system it's designed for the slow wear down. And then you launch people in for the attack. If you do something prematurely, then it's really risky.
Yeah. And to be candid with you, I was my initial thought with last turn or last week was that I had just figured that I forgot that you have that like incredible morale for those guys, and I figured that you were just going to roll and form square.
Nah.
And then you didn't, and I was like, you know what, screw it. We're this close. Let's just go ahead and charge anyways. But my original intent with that was to get you to flip into square. And
Of course. Yeah, and that way then you could bring up your infantry, and then they could assault or shoot at me or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the light cavalry doesn't have the same oomph as the heavy cavalry. And so as a result, to stand against light cavalry, it's a lot easier to pull it off, and there's less risk for you. Even if you've got sort of middle of the road, most of the troops here have got morales of, in the low 20s, kind of thing for the Russians. And so, forming square or standing. And a lot of times, what's the worst that happens? Okay, you know, I disordered, and maybe I'll still defend myself, but you know, with the light cavalry, it's not really designed so much for the charge, so much as here it's really, you know, you'd be charging somebody who's disordered already. Or you would be, you know, using them to screen to prevent, you know, somebody from attacking you or whatever. So it's a different kind of, you know, setup if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah, that's those are all great points, and I suppose that these are Russians. These aren't Prussian Landwehr, right? So.
Oh yeah. No, these are. I mean, those guys with the yellow belts over there. They are some of the best troops, other than the guard that's on your other side.
Yeah.
So both of your forces are up against like some of the best infantry that the Russians have. That whole division is grenadiers, and they are like you know monsters. So
by the way, where's Pavlov on the battlefield?
So Pavlov's grenadiers are here. They're these guys.
Okay.
Yep, those are Pavlov's grenadiers. That's why I said when you're up against you're up against some of the best guys. I think they got morales of 11 or something silly. Let's flip them over and see.
I mean, they wear brass mitras, so yes, they're gonna have a good morale.
Yeah. So, so that's kind of what you got over there. I get we're doing leader movement, I guess. So I've been pushing it through a few guys around out there.
I've done mine.
I think there's oh, he doesn't come on until the reinforcement. Revest is good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Folks can stay. Those guys are staying, and he is. You know what? He's gonna stay right there. He's gonna stay there. He's gonna stay there. Oh yeah. I just gotta find Poniatowski.
He was somewhere, because he was helping out somebody who was routed, I thought.
Yeah, I got him. I'm gonna bring these guys. I remember what I was gonna do. Leaders are what? 1 in brush? Is that right, or is it 2?
Let me check here real quick. Yeah, they're 1 in brush.
Okay, thanks. 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.5. Okay, Poniatowski and right there. Okay, got my leaders done.
Cool.
Easy enough.
Yeah, I think I moved everybody I needed to. Oh, I do want to kedge a little bit. No. We'll leave him there. Okay. All righty-o.
Back up.
So how many players do you guys land at for Tempe? 6?
So we've got 4 guys that are going to play Alau. And then with the game that Rick and I are organizing for Mont Saint Jean, we've got at least 5 that are committed right now, and possibly a 6th. So we'll have, right now we got 9 people committed, and if we get another one, we'll have 10 altogether.
So is Alau going to be a playtest copy of the new version?
It is. So the fellow who's bringing it out is Alex Tabb, who is he's been helping Ed Wimble with the playtesting of ALAU. And so he sent me a playtest copy, so I've got one. And so I'd been doing a bunch of playtesting with those, with the rules and everything else. So if you look at some of the Facebook posts from a few months back, it was Wargame Wednesday was ALAU for almost a year. And
you
so
guys are testing that in 5th edition, right?
Yeah, we're testing with 5th edition, which is what Clash of Arms has been shipping out with all of their newer games, basically since Dresden. So, what, almost 10 years now. So I kind of like it. There's a lot of things to recommend with 5th edition. It definitely makes for a faster, team game. But it's it's a little slightly different, but altogether, a good little game. All right, I guess we can go.
You've done a fair amount of you've done a fair amount of playtesting for Jim Soto and Marshall Enterprises.
Oh yeah, and I'm also doing playtesting for Sound of Drums for their new Katraba game that's that's coming out as well. So that's got a different rule system. But there's a fella, he and I on Thursday mornings have been playing, and I've been live streaming it, but it's been kept private because the game company hasn't given me permission yet to send it out to the wider universe.
So when you play test the Marshall stuff, like today's announcement, what was it, Roar 1809?
Yes.
Are those things play tested or written with conversion to 5th or Regs 30 in mind, or is it pretty much just for Premiere, really?
It's pretty much just for Premiere. Yeah.
Okay.
And then other people, usually there's a fella named Nigel who will do stuff with the he'll convert
Isn't
games
he the one that
over
runs
to
LaBataille.us?
Yeah, he's the guy that's principally behind that one.
Sure. All right, very good. And by the way, Nigel, if you're listening to Eric's live stream, I love LaBataille.us. I love your work.
It is super helpful, particularly for trying to, convert stuff over. So, all right, I'm ready to head up to the other room there if everybody else is, and we'll see what's cooking in the lobby.
No. It is so helpful learning how to do new things in code.
Right. But the one thing it doesn't know is why is it doing it that way?
Oh God, yeah.
There's
Getting
all
this thing
this
right.
all this great code and stuff like that, but why?
You have to make it break down, and you have to understand. You have to, as the programmer, have to understand why this solution makes sense. It can help you get there, but you have to be the one that's orchestrating it. It tries so hard to take the lead, right, and just say, "Hey, this is the solution," and you're like, "This is not helpful." It's like, I need incremental steps forward. Stop just slinging the whole universe at me. We can't do this.
All right, it looks like the 5th got pulled, so let me go ahead and move 1, 2. Let's see.
Brennan, did you move you're moving the 15th right now?
Yeah, a bunch of Cossacks. They're mostly just stacking up underneath other Russian cavalry.
Oh, can you just ping where you moved them? I just noticed.
Yep.
I was
here?
zoning out. Okay.
Here.
Okay.
Here. Those kinds of places. That was the brigade number 1.
And that's all in command from Platov?
Yeah.
Who's
it goes over to Vlasov. So Platov is here, Vlasov is here, and they were sort of scattered around him, and then they just moved down there. Now their commander is going to go down and line up with them.
All righty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5.
So that was the 1st Cossack Brigade. The 3rd Cossack Brigade is skirmishing in the valley. It's just going to stay where it is, I think. And then the 5th is going to move, and the other one is independent this turn.
Do, 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 do. All right, I've got a charge.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, exciting. So over here with these dragoons, I got to get them facing the right way because they're in line. So we're going to go here. That's going to be 1, 2. That's going to be 3, 4. Those guys are the target of my charge.
Are you allowed to charge through cultivated in this one?
Yes. It's lighter green. It's like June 1815 around Waterloo and Ligny and Cotterêts was famous for very, very thick green, but here it's just kind of late summer kind of stuff.
All right. Well,
All right. I know you can't form squares, so pow.
where's your charge marker?
It's underneath the leader.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's see your guys. Oh, and before we get carried away, I'm going to preserve readiness.
Ooh.
All right. Well, let's see if I stand. Probably.
Nah, because you're going to have a
Probably
minus
not.
12 just for heavy cavalry coming at you.
Yeah. Yeah. So
he'll go in a rocket shot because he's going to every hex he doesn't have any choices is what I'm saying. But those guys won't break unless you roll an 11.
all right. So
And somebody takes a loss, I guess.
yep. Top one. And commit loss. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is it one more?
He's
He's
got
got to
more.
go.
I'm just trying to.
He's got to go 11.
See,
Yeah, so he's got
yeah,
like
I was just
5
trying
more
to
go.
see if I had any options that I don't. So that's 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so.
And then he'll displace.
There's nobody to displace.
Yeah, he just
You
has to
have
roll
to-
for this guy.
You have to go. Yeah, you have
No,
to go.
1,
You have to
2,
go into that
3,
hex.
4, 5. No. He went there. He's done 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he's got to roll
Yeah.
for that guy, and he's got to roll for that guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
So for this guy, boom.
They're happy.
Fine. And this guy,
He's
fine.
happy too.
Odd hand.
They're both
job.
happy. Oh, and then you need to roll for, I guess, the infantry or the cavalry that you went over the top of. Yeah, they're fine. All right. So I don't know what happens now since I didn't.
You have to roll for pursuit.
Oh, so I roll for pursuit points or something? Is it like bar in that regard?
Oh, let's see.
Not quite. But
If you wish to pursue, you pursue up to
I thought you
3
had to-
head. If
thought you
you
had to
do
roll.
not wish, if you do not wish to pursue, you must
recall.
attempt to recall and if you fail the roll, you have to pursue anyway. But if you make it, then you can recall.
Okay. So
you
I
think-
will try to recall then. A 3. I think that's good enough for these guys.
But you have to move into the hex you attacked.
There was no attack.
Yeah, 1 through 4.
You
Yep.
charged.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
still go in. You enter the hex, but you're not disordered because you didn't melee.
Okay. So he's there. All right. And then now what happens? Now I do
Any
the
other charges
regroup.
off the end of that MU? If you're done
Nope,
charging
that
off
was
that view,
that was the last. I
then
only had
you
the one
regroup.
charge.
After the regroup, you place a tired marker.
So even though I preserved readiness, that would have only, if there was melee, that he wouldn't have been
Right.
exhausted. Okay, but he's still tired because he charged. Okay, cool.
He
cool.
charged.
Okay, so
But
and that's 5
you
movement
moving
points.
you moving in gives me an opportunity charge if I
Yeah,
want.
you can go ahead and do that. Knock yourself out.
Let's see, what do we got left there? That's 9. Unfortunately, he's not tired yet. I don't
You
know.
bring the Lancers?
Yeah, he could attack with the Lancer since I moved into his opportunity charge zone.
Let's see. And
I'm saying it more as a word of encouragement. Think about all the vile things the Russian Empire has done in Poland.
There you go.
oh, yes.
Yeah, they've got a lot of Poles in this army.
Almost as if the Polish wanted to fight the Russians.
Yeah.
I get a lance bonus. Let's
1773, 1796,
Yeah.
1821, 1853,
Yeah.
1940.
Yeah. Special time traveling Polish Lancers.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
56.
Come on, the miracle in the Vistula.
There we go. I've got a young Stalin here in my outfit. Is that what you're saying?
A unified Europe, just not the one Napoleon was thinking.
That's right. Yeah.
65.
Well, go ahead and make your morale check, Dave.
Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Yep.
Yes.
All right. So it's an opportunity charge. Boom. And
Michael, you and Rick are among the most aggressive and successful cavalry commanders we've known.
Never met a charge I haven't liked.
all right.
Well, what do they say? Charge early, charge often. Oh no, that was vote early, vote often. So, all right. So, and how do we do this now? So I've lost a quarter of my guy. So that's going to be like 10 points off.
And I've lost one of mine, and so that's going to be whatever. 13, 14, 13, 14 times. And what is he? He is. $56 equals 52 plus 18. I've got 70.
70. Now, are you, because it's an opportunity charge, is it half or is that only against other infantry?
There's no having. The short charges are only against infantry.
Okay.
Infantry and artillery.
No, that's what I was curious about. Okay. And am I doubled because I'm heavy cavalry?
Yes, you are double because you're
okay.
heavy.
Okay. So I'm going to have, so if I'm 29, I'm going to have what, 58?
58.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
So
I've got a
70
leader
to
there.
58. It's 1-to-1.
Yep. And let's see, my leader, he's going to subtract 2 from your die roll.
Okay.
31.
31 comes to 29.
29. Well, there's no 29.
5,
Or
So that's
20.
going to be a 25.
5.
So that's going to be an AD1.
So I go back 1.
And Eric, you don't take the hex because you were defending, not attacking.
Okay. But now
So,
I will be exhausted now because I
Yes, you
charged
will.
and I meleeed. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
But you do get a regroup.
Okay.
So I lose 1 increment. Increase. I am now tired and disordered.
All right.
Tired.
And I am just marked as exhausted. Is that correct? Okay.
Prowl of disorder.
All right. And now let's see. I can move him back 5 hexes or no, 5 movement points, right? So
Yep.
1, 2,
Movement
3,
points.
4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just park him over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will then put his leader there and put the charge marker there. And that will be that. Okay, cool. That was exciting. I'm starting to get the hang of the charge thing here with this. It's a lot like bar, Dave, isn't it? It seems very similar. With that sort of chart, you move and then you have the charge range thing, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does have that similarity there. Yep.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. Where are we at now? So that was number 5. So now we're at reinforcements, and that would have been, I guess, you had a leader that came back from being wounded. And so no, it's number 15. We're just getting all this.
That's
Where
done.
is that guy?
That's done.
8th Corps, you've got in the leader move, you've got a leader back at Shevardino Redoubt that's on his way back to your
Oh,
line.
yeah. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought we hadn't placed him yet. It's all right with everyone. I would like to move him because I didn't see him.
Please.
Sheesh, we're just pulling all of the Russian stuff. So we got 4 and 13. All right.
Okay,
Then we
that's the
got
4th Corps.
French number 4. And French number 6. And let's grab another one. French number 8. So
There we go.
did you already do number 15? Russian
15 is done.
Okay.
15 done.
So then it's 4 and 13. And then I don't know where these French ones are.
One of them's mine.
Okay, so 6 is mine up over by 5th.
Is that over? Are those the Poles or are those somebody? Yeah, number
it's the
6.
Poles.
Okay, I'll see you down in game room 1. All right.
So that is off. Okay, so just to kind of orientate you. So the commander is right here.
Yep.
And so
everybody's in command. Yeah.
Yeah, these 3 are either organic or assigned to him.
Yep.
His other one is right there, but
they were out of
he's
command.
actually in
Yeah.
command. And then it's this stack, and then this stack.
Yep.
So all right. So what I am going to do is so we're going to start back here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I don't have enough to change, but so I will just go right there and we'll keep them in column. Do I want to do that? Yes, I do. All right. 2, 4, following the same tracing.
Sure.
2, 4, 6, and 7. And I'd like to actually face them that way.
So actually, he can't go there because it would cost an extra 2 movement points because of my skirmisher.
Oh yeah, that stupid zone of control thing. Yes.
There's learn to love the Cossacks. That's all I could say.
Yeah.
Feel
4 is the max I
my
could put in
pain.
there.
Now you could get him here, right? He'd have enough
Yeah.
movement points to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would put him right there.
Don't want to put them right there, and I can't. Can't put them there. Rick's kind of blocking me on the. Rick is blocking me on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a viable path of retreat. So if these guys, no, actually they have to go 1, 2, 1, 2. You, I hate your Cossacks.
And you've only had to deal with
right.
them for 1 turn. Rick has had to spend hours dealing with the Cossacks.
Yeah. This is great. I love it. All right, so enough of this. I am going to flip over to here.
Okay.
This is something that's not going to drive me crazy. All right, so we're going to change formation.
Sure.
And then we are going to go right there.
Perfect.
Same thing. We are going to change formation and go. So this is. Actually, I need to move him. No, actually, I think. So we're going to start with the top unit, and we're going to keep them in column.
The 12th Regiment or the 8th Regiment?
This is the 8th.
Okay, so it cost him 3 to move there.
Yep, and then we are going to move adjacent after I kind of turn these guys around and orient. We're going to keep them in column, and then I'm going to try and do this and not move the artillery. And then we're going to go right there.
Okay, so that's a whole.
Did I
That's
just move
6
the
points.
artillery too?
You
did move the artillery by accident there. That was not my intent. Okay, so 6 points. So I'm adjacent to your skirmishers.
How exciting!
And I assume that they are not going to retreat?
They're not going to retreat at the moment. We'll see what else you do.
Cool. All right. So, same thing. You're going to go right there.
Future reference. I don't know if you remember this. If you have an organized light cavalry adjacent to his light cavalry, meaning you're not in skirmish, it negates his ability to stop your cavalry.
No, not to stop your cavalry, but to stop your
stop
infantry,
your the infantry.
And so he did that last week. He moved a guy here to negate these Cossacks.
Oh, okay.
But then these guys came up this turn, and so.
Okay. Yeah. No, I wasn't sure if he did that.
He'll be able to take care of that next week.
Actually, what I'm going to do is, since I have a movement point left with these folks right here, I'm going to change formation and go into line.
Oh, you are? Oh, well, that changes everything. Let's see. No, we'll stay.
Okay, cool. Let's see. It is Marsh is 3. So this is 2. They're going to change into line. And like
so you wouldn't be in line in marsh. You in general order.
Oh, general. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Forest is 3, 6. Okay, I think we're gonna go right there. Keep that open. He is. All right, so back to the infantry. We got a lane open right there. So he is not retreated. 2, 4, 6. Right there is 2, 4, 6, 7. This is the last of your
So
zone.
these guys
right there,
actually they didn't have enough movement points to go into line, right? They were here, so it would be 3 and then 7 to go there. So they would still be in column.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the end of the zone is right here.
Yeah, so the zone only goes out 2 hexes. These 2 hexes, and then out to the sides, stuff like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so. Oh God, help me for doing this. Oh, this is such an intricate dance. 3, 6. Screw up, we'll put them right there. All right, so these blokes right here, they're gonna kedge, or they're just gonna use one prolong.
Yeah,
prolong. That's what.
Yeah, prolong. Mm-hmm.
They're gonna prolong. Although it doesn't really serve a purpose. Although right there is that.
So they can only go into a clear hex. So either the one that's kind of straight ahead or this one here are their only options.
Yeah. I kind of got a guy blocking them, so I don't really think it's even worth it. So 5. 5 is, he's organic, so he can't be assigned.
So you could try to limber him up.
Yeah. So 1, 2. So it's what? 1 to limber? No, is it 2 to limber for
It's 2
artillery?
to limber, but you got to roll first.
2.
So
Yeah,
I think those guys
I'm just kind of mapping out where they would go if I was successful. So it's a 3, 4, 5, 6.
And to be honest with you, you're still in the same kind of pickle.
I'm still in the same pickle. It's really not worth it.
So you need to like wait another turn for the rest of Rick's cavalry to kind of clear out before they'd have it. Before you'd have then a clear lane for all of these guns to kind of move forward.
Or what I could do is. Actually, I'll do that. I'm going to go right there and then unlimber. And wait a second. I'm going to do this in reverse order. Apologies.
No worries.
This is going to be wonky, but doesn't he have to go like that? And then he goes. Like, yay.
Yeah. Except you're still going to kind of have him facing towards a hex side instead of a hex vertex.
Yeah. All right, so he can fire. He can fire right there.
Yeah, he's got a line of sight where he's at. Now this guy, the what's in that hex can't, but what's in this hex can join in with that one and fire in there. So
Yeah, there's
you
no
can do
point in
that.
unlivering that guy then. Screw him. All right, so that actually clears things out. He is going to prolong just to get out of the hot mess that is that traffic jam. Okay.
Cool. All right. That takes care, and that was number 6. Okay.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
real quickly for you guys.
Yeah, sure.
This, and before I say anything, there's no rules changes at this point. We're not going back. But this unit here does not negate that zone of influence.
Why
the ability, because they have to be either in line or column.
Oh, and they're in general order. Oh, interesting.
Conversely, you can't. Your ability to slow infantry down wouldn't affect any infantry in the forest.
Yes, in the wood or in the marsh, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because it doesn't project into general order terrain. Okay, so that means that
At
this
least
guy
notebook
could.
LM, that's what it says. The AI.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then this guy could at least move there when the infantry move up. So,
right.
Yeah. But this guy, he already said he already committed to sticking around for what it's worth.
Yep.
So, okay, cool. Thanks. Now, one last thing you probably want to do, Michael, is move your leader 1, 2, 3, 4, because right now, like these guys are all out of command.
Yeah.
So you probably want to put them a little bit closer to the action.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then these guys can out of command. Artillery can limber, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Just otherwise, he would absolutely be stuck there. He couldn't even prolong. All right, I can live with him being out of command for a couple turns while we figure out this cluster. Okay. Would I have moved him into the woods then, or the marsh? So that was what?
Well,
2.
so when you moved him there,
5.
so you can get a shot at me as I moved away. When this guy moved in, that's when I would have moved. So you'll get a shot here at 6 to 13.
All right.
Nah, it's nothing.
That's gonna be nothing.
Yeah.
All right. All done. Cool.
Okay. All right. Now we can go back up to the lobby and see what's cooking elsewhere. Cool. Do. Hey, David, are you ready to do yours? Is David?
I can do Russian 13.
Yeah, I think we had, what was it, number 8 is yours?
Yep.
Okay, let's go to game room 1.
Russian 13's not moving at all. So it's happy where it is. So you can move, Robert, you can move French 4.
All right.
All right. Let's see what I'm doing here. Who knows? All right, so all right, let's see. Let's start down here with the Yamada Vistula.
Okay.
All right, so he's going there, and he's going there and assaulting.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3.
Doesn't matter.
Pick a target, any target.
1, 2, 3. And then this. Oh, and this guy here, the disordered one, he's going to assault also. That on top somewhere. And we'll do that one that way. And let's see. I think that's it for the Vistula Legion. Don't see anybody else there for them guys. All right. So now we'll go for this guy. He's going to do that. And he's going to assault. And this guy here is going to go. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. And let's see. Where do we want to go? 4, 5. And go into square. Is that a good idea? Probably not, but hey.
It was not a good idea to invade Russia. So, at this point.
All right, so let's see what else we can do here. This guy is coming out of square, so you get a shot at him
So
while
I will
he's
have
square.
12 to 6, but that's half for opportunity fire, so it's just a 1-to-1 shot.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a hit.
That's a hit.
Any way you slice it.
Increment lost. And let's see here. All right. So as we got 3. All right. So they're going to come out, and as they do that, they're going to also change stacking order since it's the beginning of the move.
So I get another opportunity shot?
No, you don't.
Oh, Rick seemed to think that we did when we had something earlier when it said changing stacking. There was something about it triggers opportunity fire. So that's why I thought I would. I mean, we can check it in a minute. So
I don't think you do, but let's check it now and make it sure, because if it changes, well, I end up. So
stacking order 18, page 18. Do, 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 do. So it's not under stacking or stacking order. Let's see. Where's like opportunity fire? Page 30. Ah. So maybe this is what we were looking at. It says stacking when a moving unit is temporarily stacked with another unit and opportunity fire is triggered. So that's, I guess, if you're moving from one hex to another through something.
Right.
Let's see. Generally, opportunity fire occurs whenever a unit expends movement points in or exits an enemy infantry or artillery zone influence. Moving into zone influence does not trigger opportunity reaction fire. Changing stacking order voluntarily does not expend movement points potential. However, there's a specific rule for changing stacking order within a zone of influence. Units which change stacking order in a zone of influence are subject to opportunity reaction fire, even though changing stacking does not
okay.
order does not cost.
Do you got a paragraph number there?
Hold on, let's see if it gives it to me. It is
Because it does not expend
it's
movement.
highlighted. It's an example. I know it's an exception. Hold on. Tactics tips. Example. I'm looking through the source guide thing.
Oh, you got Notebook LM up.
Mm-hmm. Try 11.1.5.1. 11.6, 11.1.6, minimum stacking limits. And then counters must have at least 5.
I don't see a 11.5.
Hold on. Stacking order top considered. Join stacking order. It's the bottom. Row. Unnumbered. Changing stacking order units may freely change stacking order. Mm-hmm. So, but okay, so here it is. Passage of lines, units which change. So 11.2.1.1.
Yeah, passage of lines.
Passage
Units
of
which
lines.
change stacking order in a zone of influence are subject to opportunity reactions, even though the changing stack does not cost. Stacking order does not cost.
Okay.
So
all right. So
yeah.
they're not going to change.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
AI for the win.
Well, thank goodness.
I just needed to read one paragraph below that.
Yeah.
So whatever. So, so that's going to be assault.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep now.
All right. Thanks, Rick. Yeah, I knew we'd found it, so that's why I was like, I knew it's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And let's see here.
Do.
And all right. We got anybody else left? I think we will do the, let's see. We'll go there. Might as well go here.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Per pound. Yep. You got it. All right, so I think that's everybody with the
Young Guard. All right.
young guard, except for the one guy who's out of command out there who really can't do anything. So
Okay. Cool. Let's go back to the party, see what people are doing.
all right.
There's this moment where you don't know how it's going to go. It's like, and Michael just demonstrated it's much better to counter charge than it is to be, because you roll that against him on the other side and it's going to be real bad.
Yeah, the cavalry is way better when used offensively, even locally. Like even 1-3 is a whole lot better than 5-1 against you.
Exactly. There you go. That's what I'm trying to articulate.
Like the cavalry used aggressively works very well. So
now you get the regroup.
We got we got the French 10. Is Russian 6 going on right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so French 10 is up. I don't know who that is, and then Russian 7 is next up in the queue
Artillery.
after that.
Okay. Yeah. Michael, you take the hex because you were attacking. You get disordered, and then you get 5 movement points.
Does that adjacent Westphalian infantry, do they get any type of incoming shot?
They don't, because when I disordered out, it was involuntary movement.
Sure. Did you, speaking about cavalry commanding, did you ever hear the story about at Tempe 2 years ago with the Prussian Landwehr charging successfully the Grenadiers of the Guard?
Oh my God, what a story.
It's the first, it's so the other week when I reaction charged Mitch and I rolled a 66, that's the second time I've ever rolled a 66 in La Bataille. The first time was at Tempe when I was like, you know what, screw it. And I took this Prussian Landwehr and I charged the Grenadiers of the Guard, right? The gods of war. And I rolled a 66 against them. And they took, I forget how many losses, 2 losses or something like that. And they had to retreat, and, blah, blah, blah. And the look on Clay's face when I did that, it was at the end of the day, and it was probably more exhaustion from a long day of gaming, but the look on his face that alone was worth it. But yep, Prussian Landwehr routed the Grenadiers of the Guard.
That is hilarious.
Right. So
guys on a bunch of farm horses there.
All right, so 5. Right,
sounds like militia beating my French.
Yeah, Moscow militia. Well, we know that they're not really from Moscow. We know that secretly they're the North Koreans that are helping out their Russian allies. We've identified that.
I can't go any further.
Ready? So now you're exhausted because you were tired.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, that Lancer unit moved across that nose of the hill. The skirmishers out front here, if they wanted to, could have tried to form a rallying square or something while that was happening.
Can we all agree that Michael's on a heater?
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
And like in basketball, he's like, he's on freaking fire. He's
I've
killing
got the hot
leaders.
hand.
He's just, he doesn't know anything other than a 60 something. It's like the only thing he knows how to roll.
There
It's
you
like,
go.
you get on these sort of rolls and like, wow.
Oh, did he saber some poor chap in the head?
Oh, he's just been turn after turn for a little while, just like rolling hot.
Well, these
We'll
things
try to-
happen.
I'll try to do a rally square there.
Okay, so you're going to take a morale check,
And then
maybe
see
with a
what-
minus something.
There's definitely for the morale level, so there's -3.
Yeah, and because it's within a range of 2, I think it's -6 or something.
Oh, David, did
fail,
you
do we
finish number
disorder?
10? It looks like it was just
Yep.
that one unit. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do we disorder if we fail, or do we just
Yeah, disorder.
disorder? Okay, we'll still try. Yeah.
Yep, they form up.
So you get to pick either your left hex or your right hex for a.
Actually, I'm gonna I'm gonna place these guys slightly differently. I'm not gonna bunch them up. Get these guys out of the way. Make sure we got stacked in order.
Do you have any more moves with Uvarov?
Yeah, there's a bunch of units in that core. So that was just the first of them. Okay, the next unit is also in Chalikov's brigade. It's the Lifeguard Dragoons. They are going to go here. That's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9.
Oh, because they enter there, I get to shoot at them, yes?
That's for the exit.
When they exit.
Yeah.
That's so they'll go 10 here. Now you can shoot. You get +3. They're overstacked. So it's
It's going to be probably what 4 to
4v6, 1 to
6.
1.5 +3.
The 1.5. I don't think that's anything.
34. No, that's not.
Yeah, it's got to be a 2 to 1.
Yep. Then they'll go.
Out of curiosity, since your guys have where they started from have no idea that the cav is there, that doesn't factor in at all, does it?
It's pretty explicitly said in the Regs 30 rules that these turns are 20 minutes long, and all the regiments have outriders and trumpeters in all directions. So
sure.
the line of sight doesn't figure in reaction or charge or anything like that. Okay, so they'll go there and charge. You get to shoot at them again, by the way.
Is that the last unit that you're removing, or do you have more?
That was number 2 out of 6.
Oh, okay.
And also
That's a miss.
Okay.
Miss.
All right.
Yeah.
Chalikov will tootle down here with these guys. Okay. Now I will move a different brigade. Which one? Let's see.
Are you moving light or heavy?
I'm not sure yet. The light brigade of Uvarov's cavalry just moved. Now I got to pick one of the other 2 brigades. There's a Cossack brigade and a Clausewitz in command of the 4th Cavalry Brigade. So I got to think which one to move.
Such a complicated jigsaw puzzle.
It is. Let's see.
Well, did you say Clausewitz is in charge of somebody?
Isn't that cool?
No, because so how is he?
I don't
He's an
see him
ADC.
stacked with anybody.
He's got some kind of command range.
Oh, is he filling in? Oh, he's filling in for somebody who's wounded. I see
The
a
other guy
little note there.
got killed, so he got
Yeah,
promoted
first
into
corps,
the
fourth.
brigade
Yeah.
command. Yep.
Oh, it'd be helpful if you put the name he's replacing there or something. So
Oh, he's got
It's
the he's got
on the
the
label.
formation
It's
number.
It's on the label.
Yeah, so
it's
if you-
hidden in the black cloak there.
Yeah.
First Cav, 4th Brigade.
Yeah. So like that guy's part of the 1st Cav 4th Brigade. And
Yep.
that guy's part of the first, at least the Dragoons there are 1st Cav 4th
Yeah.
Brigade, yeah.
Okay. The Cossack Brigade will move next. Okay, the Lifeguard Cossacks will move. Let's see. They come down here like this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 to there. 9, 10, 11, 12. They're now in opportunity charge range of the sky blue
Stars.
Don't they have to be 1 hex closer? I thought it was in the range of 2. Oh, there. Okay, now they are.
Do you wish to opportunity charge them?
Yeah, you're baiting me, but yeah.
It's not like you really have a
A
choice.
Lifeguard Cossack, they live to bait the enemy. All right, what's the roll?
Yeah. All right. Makes
Good
it
enough.
They
So-
pass. Yep.
Okay. All
So
right.
you meet-
Dash.
27.
Alright.
I have 33 combat.
So I'm at 13. So
So 1 to 2.5.
You do move forward one.
yes, thank you.
I'm not trying to be picky. Just, you know.
All right. So 54. Would you say 1 to 1.5?
1 to 2.5, probably 1 to 3.
Well,
maybe.
there's no
1 to
1 to
3.
2.5, so it's a 1 to 3.
It's a
Yeah, 1 to
bounce.
3.
So
1 to
it's a
3.
blank.
It's a
It's a
bounce.
bounce. Okay. All right. So we bounce a third of our movement.
So I'm at what, 14?
One interesting dynamic I'm seeing is that when the opposing player chooses to counter charge, if you will, because that happens immediately, it keeps the battlefield sort of dynamic and doesn't get it all
It's
cluttered.
Very,
I like
very
that.
dynamic. It's extremely dynamic. Yep. There you go.
I really dig
Right.
where this is going.
So that is tired. No, that's exhausted, right? Yeah.
You're tired.
No,
You're
tired.
tired.
Both of you
Tired,
guys
'cause
are just
you-
tired, right?
You're just tired. Yep.
And then disordered. And we each take a step loss, yes?
Take step loss. Take a morale check after you retreat that.
Yeah.
Actually, it happened one heck. His cavalry should have moved in here.
Yeah, they did.
The Russian cavalry. No, the
No.
Russian cavalry.
No, because
You read it.
The attacker,
read it.
so you have to get within 1 hex to do an opportunity charge?
No, as soon as he passed the opportunity charge, okay, they are moved in a direct fashion as possible, and their movement should be as equivalent. The charging cavalry moves 1 more hex.
You're
than
the charging
reacting
cavalry.
Or opportunity. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. No, he's not the charging cavalry. I was reading reaction.
Yeah, it
charge.
wasn't a reaction.
It's
charge.
it's so easy to get reactions and opportunities mixed up. I have to spend 6 movement points. That's a lot. I guess I go
suggest you go
here.
this way.
That's a
this way.
great idea. 1.
Yeah.
Now I have to go to a range of 4 if I can, but I can't. 1. So I can go anywhere. 1. Two, 3, 4, and he can't get down the hill.
Here's a big chance, Robert.
He probably gets pushed to there, I think, and then he's stuck. Okay, and he's tired.
Right, and then do you guys make a morale check or?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I passed mine.
Which they think they failed.
Nope.
Well,
So it's a 14, a 22 minus 3. Right, but
yeah.
a 22, that's going to bring it down to what, a 15?
22, he failed.
I think he failed.
No,
Yeah.
you got a morale of 14.
Yeah. And
Plus
he's
3.
disordered.
15,
Right. So that's going to be
16,
1, 2,
Oh,
3,
no,
so
21.
15.
Yeah,
just pass.
Yeah, you
Just
barely
pass,
passed,
yes.
yeah.
Just pass. He was hoping to clear the hell out of Dodge. No joy. Okay. Next unit is the Hussars. Where did your guy run off to? Maybe I can run through and get him. What do you think? Maybe.
If you wanna run right by those guns, that's cool. Who am I to critique you?
I don't figure it's only point blank. I've got the morale to handle it, but they are not
You have the
immortal.
bodies.
That's right. They are not immortal. Let's see. Maybe discretion is the better part of valor, as they say. Let's see.
You know, that 9/11, 8/11 are pretty scary up there.
They are.
They're like legitimate, like serious contenders for.
Yeah, the cuirassiers are very dangerous. That's a fact. Okay.
You can't. It's you don't have anybody that can like get into this area and declare a charge against these guys.
It's too far. It's too far to get. You know, I think
Okay.
too far away. Getting across the Kalacha is nearly impossible.
Plus, you can't charge across it anyways.
Oh, I thought you could, but it was just like a bad minus.
Can you or no?
Across
Taking
the
this from
Kalacha,
memory, I want to
think
say
you've
that
got
you can't.
to cavalry crossing. If they pass their morale check, they cross with a +2. Okay, so then charging. Cavalry may not pursue units which retreat across the Kalachow. They may melee a unit on the other side of the Kalachow with modifiers as below, but they may not cross the Kalachow once a charge has been declared, except to advance after charge. They may not conduct pursuit across the Kalachow after having charged. So you can, but it looks like you got to make a morale check to get across the Kalachow. If you pass, it only costs you +2. If you fail, it costs +5. But then once you get to the other side, then you could declare a charge.
Yeah.
Then it'd be a short charge, and you couldn't actually cross it again.
But if you're here and you declare the charge, then you get 5 movement points. Is that enough to get across here and to here?
But
if you pass your morale check,
cross then.
But you can melee across the Kalachow, right?
Oh, but you have to declare the charge on this side.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be tricky.
Okay, I'm digging where you're coming from.
It's just too far out of reach.
It's a short charge. He would stay right there, and if he doesn't like disorder me or anything like that, my chit coming up, guess who's gonna flip and fire at him? Point blank.
Right.
I mean, hey, Brennan, you want to try it? Hey, let's roll some dice. That's all good.
Let's try this. Okay, hang on. 2, 4.
Cavalry
I can get there.
Cavalry can execute a charge movement across the Kalacha.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Right, but if he moves across and then declares it, he's good.
Plus.
But he still go
He
across
can-
the
doesn't have the movement to get down there. He doesn't have the movement to get down there anyway. You slice it. So it's unfortunately out of reach. Let's see. I'll just go here. And then the leader is Orlov. Leader will go here. Okay, next brigade is 4th Brigade. Let's see. This guy will go here. And then the Austerlitz's hussars will go. So, well, we'll actually put that guy there, here. This guy will go there. Clausewitz in command. Isn't it beautiful?
Don't get him killed, otherwise we won't have some of our favorite little phrases to quote.
And Uvarov will go up here. No, he has to be down here. Okay, I think they're all in command. So now we'll execute the charge down. I think you can't respond here, so they'll take a 3rd. So they have 3rd of 40, 13, double 26. What do you have?
Let's see.
I don't even have to roll the stand, do I?
No, you just tell them your strength. Yep.
They're going to be halved and thirded.
So 6th.
Yeah.
So
that would be, so it's about 3.
And there's an increment loss already too on top of all that.
Yeah,
So
it's
like
5 to 1.
That's a 5.
Do you have a leader?
He does.
What's the leader worth?
He's worth 2.
yeah, -2.
25. 24.
24.
Route.
Yeah.
All right. So take a step loss. I still have to do the morale check, yeah? Just
No.
straight away.
He's routed.
Yeah.
He routed.
Straight away. All right, so let's increase. 14, so it's 21.
Well, is it 21? Because he's already exhausted. So is he moving at a 3rd and then improves
He's
by 50%?
moving right, so it's a half. He moves at a half.
Okay. So he'd move 7.
Okay.
You can probably route over the Kalacha if you want, or you could route down through your guys coming up too. Can cavalry route over the Kalacha River? Does it say?
Let me check.
I don't think there's more about combat than there is about.
Good question though.
It basically says if you cross, you got to make a morale check. If they pass the morale check, it only costs 2 movement points. If they
It would
fail,
cost
it
you
costs
6,
5.
6 to go across. It would cost 6 to go across, which you could do if you want.
Oh yeah,
That would avoid routing earlier.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Okay, so you go there and then you get one more.
7.
Okay. All right, I take the hex. I'm disordered. Now I have a regroup. Regroup. We'll go. Regroup will go to here. That's passing through one of your zones of control.
Nope.
1, 2, 3. He could go up the bank, or he could go 4, 5. He doesn't really want to go there because that's artillery range. He's just going to stick where he is there, and he's disordered. No, he doesn't like to be next to your infantry. Well, it's okay. He'll sit there. No, he doesn't like being next to your infantry if he can avoid that. So he will go.
I mean, this is probably your better hex there, yeah.
Yep, that's where he's going to go. And then he'll figure things out depending on whether he's.
All right, so Michael, you get another parting shot as he moves out. Nope.
Okay.
I don't know.
That was that for that MU.
Okay. Let's see, how are we for time? All right, so then now we've got Russian number 7. And let me grab a few more. We've got Russian number 12. I don't know who's got that. Russian, no, and French number 5. And French number 11. And Russian number 3. Okay.
Russian 7 I can do. That's 13.
Okay. I think 12 I've got over on my side of the map. And then I don't know who 5 and 11 are.
Robert's 5. I'm 11.
Okay.
That's 9.
Oh, 11 is Guillot.
Oh, no. That's right. Sorry. 11, yeah. I got 11.
Oh, no. It's not. It's 9. Yeah. So it's 5 and then 9. And then number 3. Okay. All right. So number 12 is my light cavalry that's over here. What am I going to do?
Brendan, are you moving Euler right now? Somebody's moving Bagovu.
That's not the Kentucky Fried Chicken good there. Little crispy. Wow. You did a nice job tonight. Thank you so much.
4, 8. So Mitch, I'm going to charge you over here on this side of the universe.
You're going to charge Mitch?
Not Mitch. Sorry, Michael. This is not the first time I have.
You're like, hey, I'll watch that. That'll be cool.
Yeah. No.
Where? Oh, over there.
Over here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just going to charge and I'm going to just attack it with 1/3. So we'll hit these poor bastards. And I'm sure it's going to be 5-1.
4, 7. Yeah. So 3, 9. Halved. No, I'm a 6th, right? So it's 1.5, 2.
Yeah, you're 6.
So I'm at 2.
Yeah. So it's 5-1, but there's a -2 on the roll because of your leader. So let's go ahead and see what we get. 14. It's going to be a 12. Huh. That's a bounce. You lucked out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got to move back 1, 2, half gets him there. All right, but you are going to lose an increment.
I'll take that for the embarrassment of the.
And then are you disordered for the bounce? And since you're already disordered, that means you're going to rout, I guess, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is a bounce. Yeah, to me, not just you. Sorry. Kind of in my own world here. All right, so yeah, that's gonna be a route. Okay, let's flip. So, I mean, essentially, half movement.
Yeah, it's going to be half movement since he is already.
So it's what, 14? So 10?
Well,
with the
half of
PGD
movement would be 7, right?
Yeah. But isn't it 1.5 because of the bounce?
So he's thirded because he's exhausted, right? And then he's improved by 50%. So Brennan just said it's half.
6.
And he's not bouncing, he's just routing. So now what we have to do is figure out where he goes. So he was here, right?
Yeah. I can't go through him because he gets closer to him.
Yep. So if he goes here, he's adjacent to that guy.
He's got to go here.
Yeah.
Here.
And then he's
1, 2, 3,
1,
4.
2, 3. Yeah, so he'd go over those guys.
But then if you go, actually, wouldn't it be choice or either one, I should say?
So 1, 2. So if you where are you at? So 1, 2, 3 gets you there, right? And so then now you want to try to get to 3 away. So I guess you would be there. Yep. And then 4
here.
5,
6, 7.
Yeah.
All right, so now I got to roll for these guys.
Yep, with a -12. So they're going to be
Okay,
disordered.
so disorder. Around disorder. These guys probably need to roll as well. Are you here, Rick?
Yeah, so those are Rick's guys.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for him. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still going to be fine with that roll.
Yeah. And that's it.
Okay, cool.
Was that my roll? Sorry.
Yeah, it was. He rolled a 64.
It's fine.
I think you probably want to keep that roll.
That was a nice roll, Rick.
I guess.
All right, and then this guy's got to go somewhere because I moved on top of him when.
Okay, so he needs to. 1 hex, 2 hexes.
He would go to any adjacent or closest unit. So he would have gone with the cavalry because he would have moved on top of the cavalry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'd be over there with those guys. Well, that was exciting.
It was.
Yeah, I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, but
I'm done with Russian 7. That was just artillery shifting.
Okay. Well, and I'm done with Russian 12.
It probably wouldn't have mattered.
So that's just
All right.
So goodness.
All right, and then who is Russian 9? Is that David?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and who are those people?
Some heavy cavalry down here.
Oh, okay. Who's that? Sans Supplice, I think. Do we want to go into a separate room, or you're not sure what you're going to do with him? Okay.
Commander, where?
Sans Supplice. He was here. I think he's there at the bottom of that stack.
All right. And I want Bezier and him. All right.
So Gothrin will move up here.
All right. And this is charge, and he is going to do a with conserving.
Conserving himself.
Conserving himself.
Okay.
All right. That's the target of his charge.
It means
He's
he fights at half.
Charging the Cossacks. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I can then pull back, right?
Yep.
And so then you, I guess, advance and I keep retreating, or do you try to roll to cancel?
It's a little more complicated than that. If so the unit that's retreating before the charge, like a Cossack.
Right.
So first of all, they're Cossacks, but they can retreat up to their full movement allowance without becoming exhausted. That's a plus.
Okay.
Second, you make one retreat move. The however far you wish to go.
Oh, okay.
Then if the charging cavalry is able to reach you again, they can melee you and you're halved. So it really behooves you usually to make that retreat move so that you get fully out of the way.
Okay. I've been helping play test with the Alau game, and they've got where the Cossacks step back one and then the other guys have to follow, and you just kind of play this you move and move and move and move kind of a thing.
That's the old-fashioned ILAO from like 1988.
Yeah, well, Ed hasn't changed that rule,
Yeah.
at least in the playtest one that we're doing. Okay, so you've spent 3 movement points to get there. So then I guess I would move my.
Well, you would have had to move 2 on your last one if you want to be out of range because.
Yeah. No, I would. Knowing what that is, I would move my.
Right.
I can move my full movement. So.
Yeah, you
let's
can
see.
go wherever.
I can go crazy here, can't I? Where's my beloved leader? He's over there. Okay, I'm just going to bring him over here like that. I take it you're going to try to regroup. I don't know that you can follow me since I went sideways.
So they have to try to recall first, right? Otherwise, they pursue to the extent they can.
Okay. So go ahead and roll, David. See if you
recall.
Yes, they recall.
So then they can pick a different target if they want, or just stop.
Well, they don't have anybody within 2 that's in their front facing at this point. All right, that was exciting. And now we're over to Russian number 3.
Love it. Here we go.
Okay, and then we got French number 2. I don't know who that is.
As you know.
Oh, so we should probably hold off on that one until 3 is done, right? Is 3 Lavrov?
It's pitched.
And then we've got French number 3. And that's, who is that? Is that's Ney? Oh yeah, so that's Ney. Yeah, so we're going to have to wait until Mitch is done.
Okay. Unit declares an assault. Range of 2. In column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? Did I miscount there? Let's see.
7, 8.
No, let's see. He starts here, right? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. So 1,
7. Get
1,
7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go.
And I'm assuming your target is the disordered unit?
No, he's targeting. Let's see if I got this right.
Because I don't think you can. Can you assault down a hill, down a steep slope?
Sure, if you
So
can,
there-
you can move down it. I mean, I don't think
There's-
cavalry can, but infantry can.
Oh,
Okay.
But I'll take a look here real quick. Slopes. Cavalry may not charge and hence may not melee across a severe slope.
yeah.
Infantry defending against assaults exclusively from units assaulting up the severe slope get a +6 to their stand. Infantry units assaulting up
Okay.
the severe slope. Well, so we're going down the slope, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right.
I get a +6. I roll the stand. All right.
No, you
I
don't.
get a
Because if you were at the top of the slope
1, 2.
and he was attacking up, you would get the plus.
Oh,
But it's a case where you're down at the bottom.
Mhm.
So you don't.
There we go. All right. That's 2. Okay, and then this is the 3rd of Semyonovsky, right? So he'll boom. Oops. I think I labeled the wrong unit. Sorry about that.
This one is out of command. He can't assault.
Who?
He's part of Rosin. He's back here.
Okay. So
the other guy?
so let me ask you this. So if I put another guy on top of that guy who is assaulting, then will he join the assault?
He would come in underneath.
But then I can move him to the top if I have movement points left over, right?
No, you get stopped by the zone of control.
But if he's in the assault, if I enter the hex in an assault mode, does the other unit join the assault?
Probably yes. But there may be a rule about it.
Well, then we probably ought to make sure we're doing this right, because I think that's what I want to do.
Does that mean that this guy's out of command too?
No, because he's under B-Strum.
Oh,
I'll go look through some of the assault rules, see if I can figure out.
I'm looking as well, so I want to get this right. Assault.
The comparable situations are roughly if the top unit was already assaulting and somebody else moved in underneath, they would just join the assault.
But 16.2.2.1.
Sorry, what?
16.2.2.1. Additional friendly infantry units may join stacks conducting the assault.
Right. If you don't mind, I'll just finish what I was saying there.
I'm sorry.
And another approximate. So that's one example. That's roughly what I was talking about. Another approximate example is a reserve commitment where if a unit's already involved, you can move in underneath it and join the assault. It's approximately the same thing, only both of those cases are opposite of stacking. So
what if
Yeah,
you
I was thinking he would be eligible to join in the second round if he, but I don't think.
I mean, it
I
doesn't
don't
make
think
sense
you
that
can
he
do
could
that.
join in just because the guy on top does, because he's out of command.
Right. These
Because
units
that's,
had no
it's kind of
leadership at
double
all on the
dipping.
board. I'm happy with displacing them, but I think I should be able to assault out of that hex irrespective.
Sounds to me like you should roll a die 1 through 3. It's a the assault happens. 4 through 6 it doesn't. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna do that right now. 1, 2,
Well,
3.
So stop.
Okay.
Stop. So what is it that we're talking about? So it's a case where you're going to move somebody else in, and then you're going to order the assault.
Right. So I'm going to take like this guy, for example, right here.
Right.
He's under Rosen. I'm going to say I'm going to declare an assault.
Right.
He's going to move into this hex. He's
Yeah.
going to assault this unit. And at 1 to 3, this guy can join the assault. 4, 5, and 6, I'm not sure what happens.
I don't know that he could. You just assault with the top guy, and the other guy just stays at the bottom. I mean, why would he be involved?
But I'm assaulting with the guy on the bottom is the problem.
You're assaulting with the guy on the bottom. Why is he on the bottom?
Because when you enter a hex, you go to the bottom of the stack, and if you have movement points,
yeah, 16.2.2, you may not have a stack of assaulting and non-assaulting units.
Oh, okay.
Right. So then does it displace then?
You can't move in.
Yeah, you just can't move in. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Gonna take this. We're going to move on to the PR units. He's going to go into column. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think. Oh, he can't get this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it would cost him 9 to get in there, right?
No, it costs 3 to go down the slope, so it cost him 4
3
movement points to go there. So
Okay.
he could get
So he's
there.
going to declare. Yeah. He's going to declare an assault, and he's going to be there in column.
So put him in column.
Give me 1 freaking second to use the controls, okay? I mean, for the love of God, pause before you offer corrections, please. Okay. This guy's tied up with the other ones. Let's see. And if somebody knows where the other PR, I think it's probably this one's under this. Okay, it's under this disorder here. What do I do with him?
Disorder could still assault.
He can still move. He just moves half movement value.
Yeah. And why don't we just get him out of the way? All right, now let's go on to.
Oh, before you get carried away, Mitch, did you want to put a marker on this guy? You said you were doing an assault with him.
Yep. All right. Gotta move Rosen It's a good spot to control
The
their.
battalion down in the ravine that did the assault needs to indicate if it's assaulting the blue battalion or the skirmisher.
Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. We'll move Rosen. So now let's move to B-Strom. B-Strom controls. Let's see, he controls the skirmishers, and does he also control the Lithuanians? Or let's see, yeah.
No,
No.
he controls the Lifeguard Jaegers, which are called J, and the Finland Jaegers, which are called FJ.
Okay, some of these are going to be flipped over, right? That's what's going to be okay.
Ultraviators.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. All right. All right. We're going to take the first Finlanders. These guys here. They're going to declare an assault. They are 3 X's away. And they are going to slide their little butt in here, and I'm going to rotate them like that. So that'll work.
You're gonna assault the guns?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Boom, like that. Let's see. These Fallschirmjäger, or these FJ, I'm sorry, these FJ. It's going to be hard for me not to say it because that's what I see in Goss all day long. It's like, yeah. All right, they're going to declare an assault as well. And they're going to declare that assault is, let's see if I can do this right. There we go, boom. All right.
Well, we're going to have a very busy assault phase.
Yeah.
Let's see, Jason Henke is saying, good evening, all. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. Thank you for streaming. Now back to lurking.
It's all very dramatic. The Young Guard is launching a massed bayonet assault on Semyonovskaya, and the Russian Guard is launching a massed bayonet assault on the woods.
Yep.
This is like mass combat.
So let's see. I've done the first Finlanders. I probably shouldn't have moved this guy out of order, but I've moved them. I've got these guys under assault. Trying to find the rest of these. If he's got any other guys that I should be.
Mitch, there's one more under the ADC toll.
Oh, thank you.
And there's 2 more that routed away.
Okay.
And there's 6 in the brigade, so you've got all 6 accounted for.
Thank you for helping me keep track of that. So let's see. So they got these third light Jaegers, whatever they're, lifeguard Jaegers. Let's see. They can move 9. One, two, three, four. All right, I think I got an idea here. We're going to do here. We're just going to make it like a double screen. That way, if you want to shoot artillery through there, it's just not going to do anything. Now that leaves Kropkowski or whatever his name is, right?
Kropkowski, but first move Bistrom, the leader of that brigade.
Oh. Boom. Fitting. All right, now the Lithuanians. Going to so boom. third.
Mitch, if you pointed the Lithuanians west instead of southwest,
Yes.
they could conceivably, if that unit routes on the stand, they could have a second attack.
Oh. So you're suggesting, let me see if I'm reading right. Like that? Or do I have the wrong attitude?
I have a network problem, so I don't see stuff till minutes later.
You want them pointed right at the guns?
Yeah, you point because they can attack and follow on attack on any front hex side. So that you want to think about those things as you come in.
Okay, but it's okay to like mark the primary target as the disordered, but if they vacate, I can still assault out of any of my front hexes.
Correct.
You take the hex, and then you would assault out of the hex.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, I got it. Okay, super. All right.
Oh, so by the same token, then, if you were to attack this guy and he bugs out, then you could get a follow-up on that guy there. Or this guy, if he bugs out, you could get, oh, interesting. Okay.
Yep. The one you just pointed at, Eric, won't get a follow-up because the unit attacking it's in line. So, well, it can go get the engineer, but it can't go beyond. It can get anybody in its front X side if they run.
Right, but so if Mitch were to attack this guy that's disordered, and with his current facing, he's in column, then he could, and that guy bugs out, then he could attack either here or here. He could join in with another assault, I guess.
Right. So those facings going in, they actually give you a bunch of options later that you want to think about them.
Cool.
Like Regs 30 has a lot of these little details, which we don't encounter very often, but they give you a whole lot of actual toolkit to do stuff.
Right.
It makes the whole game extremely dramatic once you're down at the level. Okay, we got through the artillery, we got through the cavalry standoff. Okay, now we're finally closing in, and this is what the infantry combat is like. It's very detailed and baroque.
I don't think I've forgotten anybody.
But you still have your artillery to move, and you still have your cavalry to move, I guess.
Boom. Yeah. Okay, and let's see here. Do I want to? This is when I'm going to limber up some of these guns here. Are they eligible to limber?
Yeah, they're within the range of their
Yeah.
corps commander. So.
All right, so we're going to try to limber here.
Those guns belong to Doktorov and had to move under regroup.
Okay, boom. And what about these ones here?
Well, who do they belong to?
Well, I've got them. Oh gosh.
They're marked for Kapsevich, who's 7th Division Commander under Doktorov, so they're probably out of luck. They probably should have limbered and regroup. Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess that's the way it goes. All right, maybe I got to finish up with the cavalry, I guess. There's some inherent cavalry with this unit.
And then there's a giant mass of artillery north of the Great Redoubt.
Oh, God, thank you. I think I'd like to pull this guy back. If I can, but there's just nowhere for him to go, is there? Everything's blocked. Or I guess he could go. Could he go here, here, and here? That would be legal, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3. Let's put it there.
Okay, so he's not going to be able to recover his exhaust.
Exactly. So we should probably put like a charge marker on him just to symbolize that.
Well, no, he's marked as moved, right? So we know that he's moved, right? His little counter has a little black move thing on it. And the other guy
Excellent.
moves there, but he hasn't moved enough to make it an issue.
Yeah.
If they moved one or something, they would, or even maybe two, they would probably recover one step in a turn. But if they move three or more, they probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Let's see. Just here. Like that? You like that facing? Is that rational facing? I think so.
The bad guys are down that way, yes.
Okay. All right. Got this one good one.
Yeah, but he's out of command.
Oh,
Oh, no,
is he?
because this
No, he's
is your
not.
core, right? You can trash
Yeah,
over
yeah.
your core gun. Okay.
Yeah, so I can do that. Man, I'd take a suggestion on this one, Eric. What do you think?
Probably wouldn't be
I'm kind of
bad
lost.
to have him somewhere here where he can, well,
Maybe just like here.
sure.
Did I give him enough? Did I give him enough coverage?
Yeah, you're fine.
He's not in the way. Okay. I mean, it's a limited charge zone, but it's something.
Yeah.
Have I missed? I've got the big guns at the back, right? All right. We're going to set up over here. Almost done, guys. All the guns you think to the east, or do you think I should put one of the guns more central, like south of Ognek?
Does it cost 2 to unlimber?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch, the second core artillery is moving up onto Ognek.
This one. Okay.
My artillery, the red artillery under oil.
Oh, okay. So I'm thinking about this gun right here, where we should place it. Like, should we go towards here, or do you think we should bring it this way in general?
Everything east. Always concentrate force, never divide.
1, 2, 3.
Did you already move Euler? His shit had come up. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Yeah, they moved on.
Oh, okay.
They set up.
I don't see anybody else, but if there's anybody left, let me know. I don't think
there's a couple of batteries, at least on my screen, that are north up past R26. I don't know if you moved them or not. And then Lavrov and
like
there's
that
two
one.
of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
There's a 0 guy there, and then the core commander Lavrov needs to come down to be in the middle of his sub commanders.
Okay.
And then the ADC Toll can look around for out of command units, of which there are a couple. You can find them, and Kuruta can also look around for out of command units. You can also find them, so you have 2 guys to help out of commandees.
All right. So you said, I'm sorry. You said Lavrov needs to be centered better.
Well, he needs to be within 6 of all of his brigade commanders.
Okay. And he's got to stay within 10 of Barclay, right?
Right, and Doktorov shows you where that is. And then you want to look around for your ADCs. Like there's a couple of loose battalions here and there, or maybe cav regiments, and you want to use. You got
like this guy over here is. out of command now since you moved somebody. So
Yeah. Don't worry about those two grenadier battalions. They belong to Kantakuzin, who's already in range of them.
Oh, okay, boom. Okay.
But they're like a good example would be the horse artillery batteries. There's the Gray Pant 8s, 2/8s. They're both out of command, or one of them is. Both of them. So like that would be a good example.
Oh, give me a flash. I'm so sorry. Oh, right there. Okay.
That's the kind of stuff that the ADCs are good for. So usually you move the corps commander first, and now you're going to double check, looking backward, that you got the corps commander in range of all the ADCs and all the brigade commanders, right? Did you?
Kurota is, Kantakuzin is, although I probably ought to bring Kantakuzin up. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe he's just fine back there.
He's fine, yeah.
Okay. All, Beestrom, Rosen, and Krop are all in. Toll is?
There's an artillery battery with 0 ammo.
Yes.
It is still capable of movement.
Oh,
Just because
right.
it's got 0 ammo doesn't mean it can't move.
Good point.
That's the way the brain works. It goes like, oh, 0 ammo, so I can't do anything with it. That's not true. You can keep moving
He
it.
just needs to stay in range of Lavrov.
That's right.
yeah, but you don't want to put him there because you're too far away to get resupplied, right? Do you have to be within 5? 1, 2,
oh, okay.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, so you'd want to head over that way, right, towards this other road.
Oh, I can hit this road over here, though, right? So I hit that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, I guess it's as the crow flies. Sure, that works. Okay. Thanks everybody for your help. Appreciate it. I'm glad hopefully we got through that without too much pain. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, now we're on
that was
to.
Fun.
Now there's no charges, so now we're on to number 2, French number 2.
So if a unit moves into this hex, does this turn into a refuse flank for this guy?
If a unit moves in line up onto the plateau above him, it will turn that into a refuse flank. Yes.
So if he moves in line to right there, that becomes a refuse flank. Yes.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So that is 2. No, that's 3 and 5. Yeah, he's got the juice. All right.
Yeah, so each hex costs 3. One
all
for
right,
being in
so
line
that
there.
Refuse flank. We're gonna get the
right on
out of there. He's gonna go right there. Flip. Question. If this cav that's disordered gets assaulted, they are locked in and cannot opportunity charge, correct?
They're disordered, so they can't opportunity charge in any case. They can retreat before an assault, but not before a cav charge. But they could retreat before an infantry assault.
Oh, so disordered.
It's only exhausted.
Yeah, disordered units can't charge. Okay, so all right, so he can move. He can move and just plunk down right there. Sweet.
Your horse artillery can't move through cavalry, though.
I thought horse artillery could move through cav.
No artillery can move through any cavalry at any time.
But cav can move through horse artillery.
No. They can route through each other, but they can't move through. Artillery and cavalry are mutually exclusive voluntarily.
I thought there was an exception for horse-drawn artillery and cav.
In other versions of the game, yes, but not in this one.
Oh, okay.
You could
then.
like cross the ford and go up the hill someplace, or you could unlimber where you are and take a direct shot with good ricochet, maybe up that direction, that kind of thing. But you can't get through the cav that's blocking the ravine.
Well, that kind of defeats a longer plan that I had. Okay, and
Yeah, it's there under
Okay.
stacking. Cavalry and artillery may never voluntarily stack together.
all right. So they would move before an assault. But but if I move next to them, they can't move before, because they're not being assaulted, right? So
They would get a reaction move if you move next to them with infantry.
oh, no matter what. All right.
In order to block a reaction move, you could put the cavalry in a cavalry zone of control. Even your exhausted cavalry could maybe move up next to them. Your guy's exhausted and disordered, but he can still move. He hasn't he charges up, but he's got a third of his movement. He could move up next to the two cav guys. Then they couldn't reaction move, and you could try an infantry assault against them if you wanted.
They can still move though, yes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not very far.
Okay, so I would just need to move these guys out.
Yeah. So are they
All right.
are they half for being disordered or only thirded for being exhausted? Or are they half
Maybe yes,
or
maybe
or
both.
thirded and half? So they're basically 1/6. So they could move two. They got 2 movement points.
Maybe 3, right? Because
Yeah, it's rounded up. So.
Okay.
Rounded
1,
up.
2,
They can't
3.
quite
Yeah.
get
So
there.
they can't get there anyway.
So, but I can make a morale check, and if they pass the morale check, they can move right there.
Yeah, they could, and if they fail it, they'll rout.
All right, no stakes at all on that. All right, 23 with a 2. What are the adjustments for the morale check because of
-3 for
-3
disorder.
for being disordered, but +2 for your leader. So it's only a
Leader,
-1.
pretty good. It's totally decent. It may work.
What do you think, Dave?
What are you trying to do?
Do it. Do it.
He's trying to
I
get his
love you,
cavalry
Rick.
out of the way so he can move his guns up and
Then plop them right there.
right.
Well, again, he's still
But
going
he
to be
can
able to
still
reaction
move away.
move.
He can still reaction move when you bring the guns up.
Oh, well, boo-hoo.
So now you can put him here, and you could unlimber, and he can't do anything about it. But if you go here, then he can.
If you move within
If
2
you go-
hexes, don't they get?
Well, they don't
you
have
go
a reaction
adjacent-
zone. I mean, they don't have
If you go adjacent to the cavalry, which has a zone of control, it will stop you from unlimbering. So the closest you can get is 2 hexes.
But I thought horse artillery could unlimber in a zone of control.
In an infantry zone of control, but not a cavalry one.
Oh, got it. So, anyways, Napoleon, what do you think? Think it's worth it? Risk the route?
It's up to you. I'm.
There you go.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
So
Give it a try. What's the worst
Yeah,
that
what
can
the hell?
happen? 43.
Boom.
Yep. So they passed.
All right, so they go right there. We're gonna go right there. Flip. Let's see.
Just for interest, since there's action happening in this zone, that little pocket of the river there is where they run the yearly reenactments of the Borodino battle every September. And the little cultivated zone where the disordered unit is sitting, is where the spectator seats are on that on the bank of that ravine. So, like, I've sat there several times watching the reenactments, which happened amongst 3 green hexes between there and the marsh, including cavalry squares. They put artillery over by the word Kalacha and they fire blank rounds. It's awesome.
That is fabulous.
Hmm.
All right, so 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 5, 6. We will go there and then right there. 3, 5, 7. They are going to go right there. They're locked. They're locked. They're now in reserve. Okay. All right. That's it. That's all she wrote. And he moved. He moved. Yeah, I got nobody else to move. These guys are. Those are yours, Dave. Yeah. Okay. 2 is done.
Yeah, we're getting near 1 o'clock in the morning for me here.
So do we want
I think
to
it's
call
a
it
fine
here?
place to stop. Yeah, don't pull
Yeah.
the chit. Leave that in suspense, and we'll just call it here.
Well, we do
Well,
have
that-
one chit that
Yeah,
had
it
got
is
pulled.
unfortunate.
So
mean-
so that is nay. So we know that's the
okay.
next one that's up. But yeah, it is getting late in some parts of the universe. So
Okay.
yeah. So
Monsieur Nay, we see what you do.
all right. So we're going to get together next Sunday, and we'll be playing on Sundays then until I think the
You want 10 or is 9 better
no.
for
So the
anybody?
same time. I
Same
mean,
time?
if
Okay.
7 o'clock works for everybody, I mean the same time that we normally meet, but just on Sunday instead.
9 Central works for me.
Okay. Yeah, and we would basically go.
If you don't see me, just send me a note or ping me. It just means I forgot.
Yeah, so it would
'cause
be
it's out of
we could go back to our usual Monday slot starting the 7th of July.
yeah.
So
Or Michael, if you don't see me next Sunday, please just call me on the phone so I hear it. I don't want to be the guy that doesn't show up, but I know that my short-term memory sucks, so let's acknowledge it for what it is.
all right, cool.
Sure.
And then Michael,
Sure.
are you going to Consim?
I am.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Yeah, we are. We are going to be playing EFS Army Group North 2, I believe, is versus version 1. So, and the guy I'm playing with has a limited experience with La Bataille, and so we are probably going to be spending some time at the table observing. and
Okay.
asking
Cool.
questions. So,
And then
And you're
Mitch, you're not going to be there, right?
no, unfortunately, this year I will be missing, and it's a little bit devastating, but life